All right, 10 o'clock. Let's call this meeting order. Roll call.
Commissioner Gallagher, Commissioner Buckley,
Here.
Commissioner Cater.
Here.
Forum President.
Please stand for the pledge of allegiance and the invocation. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Lord, please be with us today as we try to do the best for the county that we can do, make the best decisions that we make, dear Lord. Please lead us all and guide us all as we go along this week. Help us all that just be with those that need you. We've got a lot of areas that need help in our family here. They need you, your healing, your guiding. Dear Lord, please watch over them all. I ask this in your Son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen. All right, there's the consent agenda. Put it on the board for y'all.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the consent agenda.
I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right, item 1, right to the bid opening of Owl Creek equipment.
There's only one bid.
One bid. If there is anybody here with the bid openings that want to look at them, we'll send that off with the Owl Creek hero over there. Thank you very much.
I don't know nothing about that.
So we'll take that look at it and get back with
Who
you.
is the bid from?
Heavy duty.
Ubi?
It just says heavy duty.
Oh, heavy duty, that's down there.
Heavy
Down
duty,
there.
that's,
Heavy duty
Kubota.
turf.
Yep.
Kubota.
Yep, that's fine.
I mean, this is just pieces of equipment, right, bid opening for equipment
Yes.
to actually help in the park. And we'll review that and come back next week.
And if we need to run a special meeting and get that done, we can do that too. I know it's kind of time sensitive to the ARPA funds, correct, Bridget?
Yes.
Look at her back there saying. So if it's something that we need to do this week, we can always throw a special meeting together and get that equipment. We only have one bid, so it's not much we'll be looking at. So Mike and Colby will go through those and make sure they fall into what we need in our ARPA budget. How's that? Whatever's left. All right, so moving on. The item 2 is a change rate of pay, lack of grant funding. As it was put on the agenda that way, I'm sorry, this had to be changed back to what they were making as of September 5th due to the lack of funding through the NADTF JAG program. So that's why we're doing this. Usually we would do something like that on the consent, but it was there, so that's why I kind of gave you a brief discussion or an explanation of what it's about. So
Could you explain what that is?
the Mineral Area Drug Task Force JAG program, and not to go too deep into what the JAG is, but it's Sheriff, it's the Drug Task Force.
It's a grant they applied for to help their salaries. They did not receive that grant, therefore they have to take a step down back to the previous pay.
They did get the grant.
They did get the grant, but the funding on that
Correct.
part was right. So, yes, because we'll find out here in the next one. But I don't think there's any action that needs to be taken on it because it's something that's already done. We need to.
No, it needs to be, and it needs to be done as of September 5th.
You wanna-
The new rate will start
As of-
September 5th.
Okay, as of September 5th, the change rate of pay, lack of grant funding, Mineral Area Drug Task Force JAG program will go back to its original pay.
I'll second that. Any discussion? I hate it for the guys, but it's something that if the state doesn't have the funding, we can't fund it.
What
Rich?
percentage of decrease will there be?
Do what, Dan?
What's the
What's the
percentage?
decrease?
It's actually, I'm not,
Oh,
talk numbers? I guess we could talk numbers, but
It was
it's
about
what
a
they
month
were.
ago, they received an increase in
And it-
anticipation for the
For
money
this.
being.
And it's just
increased.
going back to their pay. their
Most of them
pay.
are losing about $3 an hour, I think.
Or not.
They're losing the increase that would have been provided by the grant.
All right. Rich, did you have something?
How many people are involved in this?
Two? There's two.
2 on our.
Two.
Thank you.
All right. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same. Okay, so we are going to approve the Mineral Area Drug Task Force, JAG. We are approving the agreement with them. We're not, that's what we need. That's all it needs to say is, we are approving the agreement with the, so I'm gonna make that in a motion that we approve the agreement with the Mineral Area Drug Task Force.
Okay, I'll make a motion.
You want a
Yeah.
second?
I'll second it, yeah.
Okay, any discussion on that? And the reason I have those is just, have to reword it to match what we have to do for those agreements, so. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Moving right along. As Harold, you say we're running out of meeting. And we did receive a resignation letter from Harold Gallagher as of September 1st. He will be stepping down. Please keep him in your prayers. I know there's some health issues. He doesn't like to get out there, but so it's up there if anybody would. I sent you a copy, Dan, for the paper. I gave you a copy. So, and I hate to hear, Harold's done a lot for St. Francis County, and we continue to pray for him. All right. Next regular meeting is not August 18th. I didn't change that. It is actually, anybody have a calendar?
2022.
25th, thank you very much. Putting this together as fast as all that we've got going on and putting it together as fast as you get it together, and sorry about that. We will have it here 25th, 10 a.m. in this room. Everyone is welcome. Okay, other possible business, any correspondence? We've had a lot, and we've referred those to the special areas of Yellow Creek and Road and Bridge and wherever it needed to go, Sheriff's Department. So we do get calls daily, nightly, and all there
Well,
in between.
we have some issues going on right now, and might as well bring it up and be over at Leadwood. And, you know, we've got some pretty critical issues going on there. Talked to the senator, they give us some angles. We're not really sure which way we're gonna go on that, but, the county probably in the end run is probably gonna have to get involved a little bit in this, but we're waiting with the DNR and the state, so we'll get back to you. There's nothing really definite there, they're just talking, so once we know a little, I'll inform you what's going on there. But,
We have had a lot of calls through
Yeah, we've had a
different
lot of
citizens
calls.
over there that they have a problem with their sewer treatment. If you go by, everybody knows.
I think
That's
that-
the calls, and so DNR is involved. They do know. We've placed them to the right people. So, and Carrie had a big talk with Mike, I think, and so it's something that's in the works. They have to kind of get the situation and go from there. So it is something that's being worked on. You guys probably hear it all over, see it in the paper, see it on the news. So
They're, put it this way, everybody's working on it. It's just trying to figure out who's gonna pay for it.
There are a lot of swimming holes along Big River.
Yes.
Do you know if there's signage that's gone up saying
Yeah,
elevated?
DNR's put signage up, you know, warning you on the E. coli. Really, this is an issue when you take it up. You gotta look beyond just there.
Yeah.
You've got other areas, the minute you would go in to help this area, all of a sudden you got 5 more say, hey, why didn't you come and help us? You know, it's really a tight situation and money wise. And we're kind of letting DNR and the state work, and where we fill in, we will fill in what we have to. But really right now,
proper
It-
authorities.
it's
take care
up,
of their situation.
you know, it's up right now that everybody's trying to do what they can, but, I think over there they have some pumps. You know, they just have some pumps that don't work and somebody's gotta pay for them.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's an issue. They've had an issue over there for quite a while. So, you know, everybody's trying to do what they can to help.
How does this affect the water quality at Owl Creek?
Well, good thing it's further down the, you wanna speak about that, the biologist?
This is not my expertise in biology, but as far as we are concerned right now, Missouri Department of Conservation has put in some signage stressing against or just swimming within Owl Creek while the E. coli levels are high. When it was tested last, when I heard that we were about the same as further south, because Big River runs south to north, so more southern than what Leadwood Access is, we're at about the same levels as it was up there. So, and that was right after a large rainfall event. So after any large rainfall event, you're gonna have levels bloom from all the nutrients being flushed into the water source right there. So we are about that. My main concern would be with the patronage being able to read said signs. So we got them up. So we're gonna forward that to County Health Department.
Now, this is Big River, you're not just Owl Creek, it's Big River you're talking, at Owl Creek.
Owl Creek flows into Big River,
Right.
and that was the concerns with Big River right now.
So as of, Cody, help me, if, Owl Creek should be fine flowing out into the Big River?
Well, Owl Creek will be fine because you're not gonna
Yeah,
have any.
you're not-
You're not gonna have Big River flowing into Owl Creek. It's all pushing that way. So, as far as ecology-wise, Big River and Owl Creek are Big River's impaired for every source that's tested for by the EPA. So I mean, it's not really gonna be. I mean, heavy metals is probably the biggest concern there, but with this bloom coming up, that's an issue.
You
Obviously.
read the signs and know where you're going, so.
Correct.
Thank you, Cody, for what you guys have done over there.
And let us be clear that St. Francis County is not dumping contaminants into the river.
Exactly.
No. Yes.
I had to watch the video over and over again where the guy was making sure that they knew upstream was not where the problem was. It was downstream. Made that very apparent of how the water flows. I understand that, but some people need help on that, and that's
Big
fine.
Rivers really flows north.
Yeah.
I think the only river in the state flows north.
Nice. All right, so is there any public comment? Yes, Dave?
I want to comment on State Highway 00 between here and Fredericktown. It's getting in deplorable condition, needs an overlay. I was at the meeting at the library, State Highway meeting, and I talked to them and I was given Chris Cropper's number, the engineer over it, and I called him and he called me back. And I wanted him to study, a traffic study. He said they already did a traffic count on it and they were amazed at the amount of volume of traffic on it. But it is only scheduled for an overlay in 2028. And funding, ecological studies, little critter studies, fact studies, because they're going to widen it 2 foot in that. And so asked if they could speed it up, and he said he didn't know, but it's, like I say, it's a lot of potholes, a lot of bad asphalt. And on a rain, the water runs down the road. I'm even aware of that. Several issues. I go in the rain a week ago, last rain we had, to Fredericktown. And there's water running down the road by the airport, Fredericktown Airport. The length of the airport right away. It comes out of the field and runs down the driveway, runs down the road. Shoulders are built up, and so he's gonna check on that. And then right below Copper Mines Road, there's a bridge, and water was on the roadway, almost pulled me into the bridge abutment. And with a full-size vehicle, so a small vehicle could have been dangerous. So if anybody wants to call Chris Crocker and let him know, maybe we can speed it up by a year.
Chris is a good one to get in contact with, and
Yes,
and as you
he's
said,
the
you
one.
saw, he called you back, and he's on
He's-
top of things. He does a great job.
He is, and was a local fellow. He's worked this area before.
Put a couple calls into him and just
Yeah,
help
so-
you push the point.
Right.
Well, also, you said they were widening it like they did 32, so
Yeah.
that helps. Takes longer, but it does help, that extra width that they put on there, less accidents, that will help.
Well, I think the farmers along there petitioned them to
Yeah.
widen it for their use, and then it's went through the Seymour planning. They got involved in it through them, so it's going through a bunch of hands of that, but if we could speed it up by a year, it'd be great, so. Anybody can contact Chris, it might be a help.
You guys need his number? I've got it, so let me know.
I've got it too, so.
You got it. It's nice to have it. All right, any other public comment? Yes.
I think a lot of people in this room already know that Deloge was approached by one of the descendants of Furman Deloge. It's an old St. Louis money family, about putting a data center somewhere in Deloge. And, yeah, it can happen anywhere here in this county. There's no zoning, so, you know, it's an issue. So there's a town hall meeting at the Ashlar Complex in Park Hills. It's across from where Four Towns and Mineral Area Office Supply is. It's on Thursday at 6 o'clock. If anybody's interested in showing up and, you know, learning more about data centers. Missouri Rural
Crisis Center.
Yes, Missouri Rural Crisis Center. Ashley is kind of leading the charge on that, and I think she's going to have some speakers and more information about what we can do and what other communities have done to kind of stave off the data centers.
Would you do me a favor and come up here to that microphone so it's on that, so people know about that open meeting? Is it
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, if you would, please.
Yeah, sure.
That way, because as you know, when people talk into this microphone, you really don't hear them over the speakers, but it does go, Jeremy always says, hey, I need it on there, so please, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
If anybody is interested in doing what they can to stave off data centers, Deloge was approached recently about the possibility of putting one in there, but it could happen anywhere in the county because we don't have planning and zoning. But there's a town hall meeting at the Ashlar Complex in downtown Park Hills. It's across from where Mineral Area Office Supply was and where Four Towns Brewery is. You just go right up the steps across the street from them, and we're gonna meet at 6 o'clock on Thursday. Missouri Rural Crisis Center is leading the charge on it. They're gonna have some great information about what other communities have done, what data centers can do to a community. It's water systems, it's air quality, it's water quality, it's soil quality. So if you're interested,
Sarah,
hope to see you there on Thursday.
I did not mean to put you on the spot, but thank
No,
you
it's
so
okay.
much for that. You had the times and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess my question is, I know everybody's heard about data centers. Will there be anybody for pros and cons against that? Because we know there's all this bad.
Hey, it's important to hear
But
both
we know
sides.
there's some good, possibly. I don't know. Montgomery County and
Yeah.
Callaway County? I don't know. I'm just saying, I know they're getting one.
Yeah.
And their people are like, yeah, we would like it. I don't know the difference. Will there be somebody there for that, for people that don't know?
I don't know, but if anybody is pro data center, you're welcome to, you know, share your views, because it's important to, you know, really vet the situation and find out whether, you know, it has limited returns on the investment. You know,
If they all go out, what's it look like?
well,
When
and if
it's
they become
decommissioned,
obsolete
if
even
anything
before
happens.
they finish building it, you know.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Any other public comment? No? All right. How about departmental reports? Sheriff, let's go with yours first. I didn't have a picture, but I did
That's
hear your
fine.
picture last week with Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yeah.
Got to see him.
Good morning, it's good to be back. Missed last week for some training, but we didn't quite make 13,000 on our yearly calls. We're at 12,999, so I'm sure we're at 13,000 by the time I drove over here. But weekly calls, we stand at 528. We're starting to see the increase. Jail population, we dropped it by 5. We're at 132, 109 males, 23 females. We had a lot of training going on this last week. I went to the Sheriff's Association Summer Conference. It was really good training, good networking. We did host, at the same time, we were a host agency for a criminal interdiction class. We had a strong turnout. We had about 28 officers from 12 different agencies come to the sheriff's office and take that training. With that, by hosting that, we got unlimited seats for our deputies, so it was free training. All we had to do was just provide the building and the meeting place. We did have 2 deputies attend active shooter training in Meridian, Mississippi. That also is a free training, room and board. The only cost is the deputy's time and mileage and gas. So that's kind of where we stand for last week.
Any questions for the sheriff? That's great. All right,
Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
I was gonna say, was that as of today? Because I saw one of your sheriff department people pass me, so I didn't know if that call made it to 13,000. All right, guys. Road and Bridge.
Well, last week we had a storm come through the area Sunday evening. Crews came back in on Monday, worked on several trees that we had down. Little Loughborough had some, Old Irondale's another place, and several other trees around the county we had down, had to take care of those. Our mowing crews are currently out in the north and south areas. We have had some calls for some sight distance, around some of the intersections. We've responded to those, getting them cut back. We installed a driveway pipe on Knobblick Road. We put 40 feet 12 inch for a new driveway entrance. We installed another 53 feet, 15 inch pipe on Randolph for another new driveway entrance. We did some ditch work in Frank Clay off Grand. Crews are wrapping up the work we did out on Bruner, finishing up placing the riprap in the ditch areas for erosion. All that remains is paving the approaches to that bridge we've been working on out there. Should wrap it up shortly. We had a lot of guardrail damage. We did some work on Old Irondale, Berry Road, and Votech Road. It was due to a car accident. Took some of it out. We've been continually pothole patching countywide. As far as sign work, Clint has been working, putting the St. Francis County stickers on. He's probably 90% done with the signs on the primary routes, and he's starting to work on the secondary routes to get those stickers installed on them. He placed a 9-inch Harmon Road sign, 2 no littering signs on Barn off of 32. A 9-inch on Laws Road, a 6-inch on Laws and Castor River. The stop sign on Jackson and Castor River. The San Francisco County maintenance begins on Castor River. We started work on our preliminary budget, prioritizing next year's 2027 budget needs. We'll be ordering probably this week some salt to replenish the salt we used out of it last year. There have been a lot of indication of them seeing it's supposed to be a bad winter. Let's hope not. One of the things we do is very, very expensive. I think we're paying right now, the contract come back at $110 a ton for salt. So it's very expensive, more than asphalt wood is. Met with the MPL contractor, which is the gas line people, and met with the contractor, rode over all of our roads that have been damaged. We've incurred from the pipeline work. They should start paving next week. They're gonna start on Rock Road over in the Bismarck area, and then they'll move to Mitchell and Davis Crossing. Paving should be started as early as next week, if the weather holds good. Our prison crews weeded areas of Alsbury, around the bridge, Snowdale, Old St. Louis, Old Cadet, Westmire, Possum Hollow, Primrose, Blackwell, Silver Springs, Old Bonterre, Votech, Crossman, East Bonterre, and they picked up 300 pounds of trash. Mechanical work, we had a hydraulic leak on one of our tractors. Another one, we had the big reservoir tank, probably holds 40, 50 gallons of hydraulic oil, had a crack in it. They had to take it off, weld it, and then put a patch on it, got it welded and put all back together. It's back up and running. Worked on a mini excavator. We also worked on the trailer that hauls our new paver, make it more accessible, getting it on and off the paver, on and off the job sites. They serviced equipment. They had a hydraulic pump. It was very costly. One of our trucks went down. It was like $2,300 to $2,500. We have implemented the fuel system at the North Barn at the Sheriff's Department. We are awaiting some parts from the vendor. They're currently on back order, so we're kind of waiting at the discretion of the parts right now to get that system up and going. Last week was the open session for our bridge replacement project. That is our system that we're in with. It's called the Bridge Replacement Off System. We will find out come December if we get funding for our Seven Arches Bridge. And that should wrap it up.
That's the drill.
Thank you, Brad.
Brian, thank you. Any questions for our highway administrator? Man, you let him off way too easy. I thought you were raising your hand back there. Is there any other departmental reports? Yeah, go ahead, Linda.
Next Tuesday, we will be having the public hearing to set the tax levy at 10 a.m.
Man. Tax levy 10 a.m. next week. Yes, Amber.
Budgets are due 2 weeks from today, for those of you that have not turned them in yet. If you could do that, that would be great.
Can't you see me? Thank you. And yes, thank your office. You guys worked very hard on that. We appreciate it. All right. Anything else? Hearing none, what do you think, Harry? You wanna?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry, right before that adjournment?
First aid.
First
I
aid.
was here last month to get an update on the RFPs.
Yes.
I was asked to attend. There were some questions that you side tabled it. Possibly any questions on why the award was not made, and then the bids on the health insurance for the 9/1 effective date, asking if that could be postponed to a 10/1 since the broker RFP was not awarded.
Right, and I had a discussion with, I don't know, I think, was it you? Okay, sorry. And we were gonna, doing that with the RFPs, we were waiting for the, coming out of the bid process, since we are behind, and it will be September 1st, will be all the opening of the bids. And if we did move that back, then you incur all the cost of posting it 3 times again. And that paper, posting it with the paper is not cheap anymore these days, or sorry about that, and it's not Dan at all. But
It wasn't
that's
posting,
what
the question was to meet the statute.
Yes.
The state statute that you required competitive bids.
Yes.
Without the broker selection that we take out to multiple carriers, there's nothing to compare to the current Team Care program.
Right.
Which now would allow, so getting carriers the opportunity to quote, doing it 120 days out is not necessarily always within their ability to do it, and also that it wasn't awarded, that we had the approval to move forward until this last week.
Yes.
To send out to those carriers, so trying to get time for anybody to give you a proper bid.
Right, and as we spoke, they had all the information, from what I understand, that they needed, so the RFP would have set that to where we had to give that information, and information that you needed for that was already given through HR and and you guys, is that correct?
Just this last, after we spoke, it was, yes. They were requesting the rates, yes.
From what we understand, information was given before last week, but I might be miss on
We're
that.
gonna work diligently
Yeah.
on doing it now,
And I
when you guys
appreciate
have
that.
it. It's just, you're still not awarding, I guess, the state that First State was gonna, or anyone was receiving that broker RFP.
And that's why we did that, because of the information that we're giving, that information that is needed.
So is there anyone else besides the First State Insurance Agency that turned in a sealed bid by the August date?
Actually,
To
the
actually
sealed
bid
bids
on the
aren't,
project?
the sealed bids aren't due until the bids on the insurance is not due till September 1st. The RFPs, which, that was another process, the RFPs, just like RFQs and all that you send out. They were sent out to say if you were interested in insurance, we'd at least have the RFP to where, but we had one RFP.
Yeah, the RFP allows you to go out and get quotes, and without awarding the RFP, that's what was the point. So if someone is offering a quote, but they weren't awarded the RFP, is the only, I guess, gray area. Go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So did the county solicit for health insurance as a competitive bid outside of soliciting for a broker?
Yes.
Yes.
So we would be in compliance then
Yes.
just because we did at least solicit for the insurance. We just didn't select a health insurance to do, or a broker to solicit bids for us. Is that what I'm
Yes.
understanding? Okay.
Which,
Now, don't we have to
Still
do that
gave
every
us the-
3 years?
yeah.
Yes, we're required to competitively bid for our health insurance every 3 years, but I just wanted to make sure I was understanding broker versus competitive
And
bid
that's
on our home.
where we were all, sorry. Oh,
So other than the existing plan, is anybody else, you haven't seen any other bids besides that?
I haven't seen any other bids right now. Now,
So without the broker
I'm not
assistance,
sure.
there are no other bids, is what I was.
We
trying
won't
to-
know until September 1st. I mean, they could come in at 9:59 and deliver a packet. I don't know. As long as they're here by 10 a.m. on September 1st, that's when we'll take them. And some people, I mean, I know that we're talking insurance, I'm talking, like, when we do asphalt bids, that they won't be here until that day. They deliver them to you
I
up to that moment.
understand, yeah,
So-
they will not be there until the day of, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Just trying to get clarity
Thank you.
of how to move
I
forward.
appreciate it. Anything else?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.